the hundreds of homes that we've closed over the years with KC Property Guys, and working with hundreds of downsizers and retirees, I have yet to hear a con when it comes to downsizing. There's a lot of fear when it comes to downsizing, but in the end, I typically will hear back from people that have downsized over the years, and it just doesn't happen. People are so glad when they either decluttered their life, got rid of 1, 2, 3 flights of stairs and moved into single level living, and made that move that they probably have thought of for years, but never did because emotionally there was some type of tie. You've lived in the home for years. It was the home that you were married in. You raised your kids in the home. But in the end, once you've created that blue horizon and that new sky and found that new home, and you've downsized, you've decluttered, you've probably released equity, and so you become more financially free. I rarely hear downsides of that. There's a lot of pros, and the beauty of working with KC Property Guys is we can help you think through those variables, number one, to maybe help untie some of that emotional ties that are maybe holding you back. At the end of the day, we'll whiteboard the ideas for you, but you make the decisions. And then in the end, though, any of the variables, the stuff, the timing, hey, I don't want to sell this house until I buy something. Well, you can actually go under contract with your house. We'll extend that closing. You'll find something eventually, but you can relax. There's no timeline here. In a traditional real estate transaction, there is a dead set timeline. Once you go under contract, you have most likely 14 days on a cash buyer, 30 to 45 days on traditional lending to ultimately close that property, and you have to be out of that property. Not true with KC Property Guys. We can work the variables. So we can put a contract that extends out 6, 8, 10, 12 months, but then ultimately allow you to relax knowing that your house is sold, it's under contract, it's guaranteed it's going to close. And you can relax and find that right next place as you want to downsize. You're not going to be forced into it. You're not going to regret a decision, because you're going to have unlimited time to ultimately make that decision. And then once you find it, you're going to have a day you're going to close on that purchase. We're going to slide your contract up before you make that purchase, so all the equities are in place to make that purchase. And those are A/B, we call them A/B solutions. On the contract, it says we're going to close on or before a specific date, and we have the ability to author all those variables into our contract to make for a smooth transition. If you're doing estate sales, auctions, things of the stuff, if you want family members to come through and take some of the possessions and the memories, the valuables, albeit, we allow you to do that. That's no problem. We can work all those variables into the contract, and that's the beauty of the downsize, is you've decluttered, you financially become most likely more free, and in the end, you've probably become simpler, and it allows you to expand and explore life in a lot of different variables that this house may have ultimately become a burden to you, and you didn't necessarily even realize it.